Whoa, dude.
Are you watching the video I posted?
Yeah.
Well, this dude okay? Like, I only go like that was his last post.
Yeah. It's been 2 days. All right, dude. Did you find it? My asshole is missing.
Send help.
It's gone. Can't find it. Oh, God.
Times were tough, so I sold my soul. And I don't think I'll ever regain control. Devil looked me in the eye, now I look the other way. What else could I do? I just stared at the doorway, knew I'd rather be drunk with you.
Hey, Internet, Highway 47 and Star Wars time. And I don't know when it is that you're watching it. It's evening for us.
Hey, if they're watching it, it's Star Wars time.
That's right. So it doesn't matter what time. It is day, because it's Star Wars time in your soul. And that's what we're about, is your soul. That's right. I'm Shaggy B, and with me is Draco Funk.
Your soul.
Well, this is going places.
Straight to your soul.
Straight to your soul, all the way. I'm just gonna bottom out to the hilt. If we can find it. But anyway, this is The Mandalorian. We're watching season 2, episode 4, chapter 12, The Siege of the Mandalorian. And Draco Funk, what do you got to tell me about it?
Hey, this came out November 20th, 2020, so 11/20/2020.
2020. All right. Cool. So what were you doing on November the 20th of 2020? 2020.
Oh, I don't know. We're rewatching Godzilla 1984, 1985.
That sounds reasonable.
I think that's what I was doing.
Yeah, we would have been getting ready to set up for that at about this time, because we usually start those about 9:30.
Yeah.
It's about 8:45 right now.
I was probably like out somewhere doing something.
Yeah. You might have called me and we're like, okay, I'll be home like soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. You do that when you think you're going to be late. Which is good of you. I mean, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Let's see. That was after that day. My work went into even more of a lockdown than it had been on, and has been there ever since. And in fact, we are strongly fighting to keep it that way for quite a while longer. So that was my last day of, like, still not normal work, because I haven't had normal work for a year now. But, you know, like, more normal than what I've been doing work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Normalcy.
Yeah.
Normality.
Yeah. Either one, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
well,
this is an IMDb rating of 8.5.
Okay, cool. I see from the thumbnail that it's spoiled that one of the people we've seen before is coming back.
Good.
Yeah. So that's cool. And yeah, we're watching on Disney Plus. So put your Disney Plus into your Disney Plus drive or player and, you know, set her up. Very beginning, let it go, hit pause, 10-second rewind till it's at the beginning. Start it with us. We won't skip a damn thing.
Yep, we're going to watch all the recap.
Every bit of it.
All the theme song.
That's right.
And to help us with that, you know, we're going to get a 5-second countdown.
That's true.
And you know what? I'm ready to go.
I think I am too. And so we should wait like, 15 or 20 minutes. Nah, I'm just kidding. This is The Mandalorian, Season 2, Episode 4, Chapter 12, The Siege, and we'll start it together in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Disney Original.
Plus.
Oh, hey, that guy.
Oh, fish dude.
This is like the beginning of the whole show. This is the pilot episode.
Yeah.
Why did they suddenly decide that we forgot everything that happened in the past? Like, we know all this stuff.
Well, they're assuming, this is for the people who are just starting. Like, maybe your wife finally sat down to watch this with you.
But TV, this isn't on TV. It doesn't work that way. You can just pick an episode. Why would you start here?
Well, maybe you've been watching it, binging it, and like she came home and, sat with you to watch it.
I guess.
So, I was watching, have you ever seen Deadpool?
No.
Oh, well, I hadn't either until today.
Okay.
But
I'd like
she's in
to.
it.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Along
Lucasfilm.
with another actress from another show.
Okay.
Who I realized, like, all these sci-fi shows
Have the same people in
like,
them.
well, they all like went to Stargate at some point in time.
Ah. Well, Stargate was one of those shows that needed new people all the time.
Well, there's 10 seasons of it,
Yeah.
and then 4 seasons of Atlantis.
Right.
What?
Who's supposed to have the wire?
Oh, he has like the kid like in there shocking himself.
And this is how they die.
I've done this with my 4-year-old. Not with wires. Well,
Oh, okay. No, it wasn't. That was a bad idea.
wait. Isn't that where this started?
Maybe.
That might be a bad idea.
Oh, man. Oh, hey. It's the scrotum chin guys. Delicious? How do you eat things?
Well, how do you eat things with your balls?
I don't. All right, got my weasel cleaver. These guys might want some, like, gold bond or something. Like, oh, God, look at that. Not that his green ones are any better, but...
So she's a marshal.
She's a marshal. Oh God! Right in the balls.
I mean, they're on his
Oh
chin.
no, shoulder.
Oh. I mean, you don't know where his balls are.
Yeah, I do. They're on his chin. Right. That thing has diseases that you don't want, and now you have them. Bite you. Are you telling that thing?
So what do they do with all the bodies? Just leave them? Don't skip the intro.
I will. Yeah, do not skip the intro. Well, I mean, since every planet is a desert, they probably aren't going to decay too messy, or they'll decay really fast because whatever decomposing microbes there are, are really efficient. So it's probably not. Either way, it's probably not as awful to have a corpse there as it would be on like a tropical planet.
Yeah.
Slam!
Thank you, Mr. Obvious. Why would she know?
uh,
Remember that time he tried to kill you?
yeah.
No, he hasn't.
No, he hasn't. He really hasn't. Nobody should learn parenting from this guy.
I suddenly don't trust that guy.
Yeah, I'm not sure they telegraphed that quite enough. Hey, have you seen that movie where some guys in funny costumes flew a rickety spaceship to a city where their old friend, a middle-aged black guy, was in charge of the place and
He suddenly
super
got to
nice
do
to them?
paperwork. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
He's not used to being a manager.
yeah,
And have you seen that movie? What was it called?
yeah. I can't remember.
Oh, right, it was Star Wars.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
but they had to get their ship fixed, and they put their best people on it.
yeah. And what was really different was um the really different thing.
I'm sure they're not going to put some sort of you know tracking device or disable the hyperdrive. Right.
I don't know. I'm gonna take some ibuprofen now.
So did they just put him in a classroom?
They did, yeah. He can't even reach the tablet.
For strangle that kid and steal his cookies.
He's gonna force grab the cookies, isn't he?
Give him the finger.
I don't know where to look.
So I had these cookies ruined from me because my kids were watching a cooking show.
I
All I knew was they existed. Hmm. So he's a polywog?
He's a polywog. I'm in Star Wars. Let me guess. A Lone Ranger, like, mission. Yep.
I bet it's gonna have more than a skeleton crew.
It's probably going to have more than a skeleton crew. Oh, hey, that thing.
Hmm. It's a good thing they don't have like security.
Yeah, really. Humidity vest. At least, I appreciate that they acknowledge that he does not look like he belongs on this planet at all.
Just gonna knock on the door.
He's already pulled over. He can't pull over any farther. Didn't Luke's speeder have, like, headlights on it?
I don't think so. It has Vaseline underneath it though. I get it. It has a security system.
Mm-hmm. Work on the fucking door.
He told him to hold tight. Give him a blaster at least.
Yeah, take the one off the dead stormtrooper. You know,
Yeah.
the stormtrooper one that shoots in random directions.
I mean, mostly empty.
Yeah. Is that a vehicle that they could drive away and not have to blow it up?
Yeah, like all those speeder bikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the light marauder that they just showed.
Yeah.
It's made by Chekhov.
TK422? Was a straight up pro wrestling sleeper hold there.
Death stick.
It's a rod of aluminum.
Did they give him a blaster?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's pointing it at their backs. Because you always take your guy that you're like bullying into being there and put him at the back with a weapon.
I see.
You know, that's how you do it when you're being careful.
They actually used the Star Wars term for hacking,
Wow.
which is they call it slicing.
Dude, a volcano.
Why don't they use like handrails in the Empire?
This is
That would be terrifying. I don't care.
Oh yeah, I mean, particularly if you're a fish wearing a bomber jacket.
I mean, do you know how to overload a reactor?
Yeah, you drain the coolant lines.
Do you know how to drain the coolant lines?
No. Close the door?
Nah. That looked less than 10 minutes.
Yep.
Let's see.
From where?
That guy's like,
Purge the drives.
playing my game.
Eight minutes. 7:55. Uh, he just melted it. Excuse me, corpse.
You could download those and then watch it when you're not in a building that's about to explode. Mhm.
Sort of a mild Wilhelm scream.
Hey, he
4
got one.
minutes. I don't know. You're the one who... Shot him right in the wall behind him.
You could pick up one of their guns and carry 2 guns.
Yeah. Nice. How much fuel does his jetpack have? Oh wait, Star Wars fuel doesn't.
Yeah.
Fuel isn't a thing.
Until they need it to be.
Yeah. He has plotine gallons of fuel.
Yeah.
All right, Chekhov's whatever it was.
Yeah. Chekhov's Marauder vehicle thingy.
Sweet, it runs on basic. Which I know is not an operating system.
Does it have a gun?
Yeah.
You should arm the gun.
Why are you going in? Why are you going in? Why are you going in? You should go.
I don't know that this is an aircraft.
That's a good point. You're seriously considering. Yeah, you're right. It's not. No.
I'm. I knew he wasn't getting his speeder back.
They're not really pursuing. They're just getting the f out of there before it blows up.
That's not a bad idea.
No. Would have been a better idea than. Oh, well, okay, maybe it was. Makes me want to go mountain biking.
They- Uh,
Huh, they learned something from when the rebels attacked with, fighters from close range.
Frog dude, shoot out the window.
I think he's a fish.
Frogfish dude, shoot out the window.
That's a grenade. That's a grenade. That's actually a grenade.
Shoot him now.
A grenade from that far away wouldn't. Okay. Oh, his head isn't even in there.
Again, I would have been leaving.
Yeah. No. How do you evade in a trench? Actually, shooting the walls isn't too bad of an idea either.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing.
Ow. You could probably get it to go a lot slower.
Yeah. Which, true. Is there a minimum speed for a TIE fighter? It kind of seems like there might be.
Oh, good.
There's so much for the gun. Where were you going?
Into an open field. So
that's not good. Ah.
He still has the cookies.
Yeah, that other kid.
So, did they finish fixing his ship?
Apparently, it looks pretty shiny. Oh, stalled. Hell of a game of chicken here.
It's like one of those Japanese shows.
Yeah. They play the same music at the end of every episode. And that's fine. It works, but oh no.
Oh.
Maybe like a really small tunic.
Some wet wipes. Sonic boom right past him.
Yeah.
Isn't that like the same X-wing pilot?
Probably.
Oh, she still got her weasel.
Yeah.
Uh,
Uh,
I lost everyone.
yeah. There you go.
I mean, the whole frickin' planet.
Sounds 5/7 of the tonic key of the main theme song, so we're probably at the end of the episode.
Of course.
I have trouble believing that they let women be officers in the Empire.
There were women admirals in the expanded universe.
Oh, okay.
Of course.
Yep.
What were those things on the wall?
I think they might have been like some sort of genetically engineered like Sith clones that they're using baby Yoda blood to make into like force sensitive things. That's the implication, I think, that they're going for.
Yep. Probably won't see those again.
Nah, probably not.
So what are your thoughts?
Um. It played like a video game, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I think it just kind of sticks out to me when it happens. I think at this point in 2020, 2021, um, it's not fair for that to be a criticism because video games are just as big budget and just as they're just as mainstream as far as mass media as movies and TV are.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but and you know, so there's bound to be some crossover, you know. But like, you know, everybody in the party had their own role, and like, you know, like the process of hacking the computer was just take this aluminum rod and like poke it at this hole in like any angle. You know, you didn't have to put it in straight. So it's like, that's a job that doesn't take any skill at all,
Hmm.
but they always made that guy do it. And that's the kind of thing that, if you're thinking in like a video game first person raid style, plot, you would have, protect the hacker so that he can hack the system. And then, you watch him go up and do nothing and then it's hacked, right? So that like little things like that just really scan to me like video game tropes. Well, not even tropes, just the way things happen in video games. And I get bothered by that because I think it kind of shows a lack of creativity when you end up constrained by video game logic in things that aren't video games. But I think it's also okay for media to evolve in a direction more like that, and for us to start just kind of accepting a few of those things a little bit more nowadays. 15 years ago, I would have said, F that, they don't know how to write. But it sort of works. I'm focusing on it because it just stuck out at me the whole way through. That's how
Yeah,
it went.
this would be a great, you know, video game like level.
Oh yeah, I mean it, like, you just shot for shot, like moment for moment, just adapt every bit of it. It would work perfectly.
Exactly, to
Um,
the point where there's too many in video games how there's always too many bad guys
yep,
for it to work in real life. That's what
yep,
this was.
yeah. Which, again, that's a Star Wars thing too. And then there's the cutscene, and then right at the very end of the cutscene, suddenly there's a million bad guys who just waited until the checkpoint in the action, which again, that's also a pretty Star Wars thing to do. So I don't know. It's having said that, I enjoyed it a lot. I really did like the escape sequence. Like, I thought that was just super, super well done, actually. Um, and it really felt like it could have gone either way, and it felt like it felt like there was more than one possible outcome. you know,
Mhm.
think it wasn't locked into, like, like there would have been a way out of this episode no matter how that trench sequence turned out.
Yeah.
Uh, and so I like that. Um, I think bringing the idea of the clones and the lab engineering, that guy, and that made me want to look up, actually, because I have a feeling that okay, maybe not. The guy, the scientist, right? The evil scientist, the geneticist or whoever.
Hmm.
He looks a lot like, yeah, okay, he looks like Joseph Goebbels. I was thinking maybe he looked like Joseph Mengele or Mengele or however, the Nazi doctor who did all the horrible experiments, but he doesn't. He does, however, look like Goebbels, the propaganda minister for the Nazis, which is very fitting for the Empire and Star
Sure.
Wars. But yeah, like his look, and he had that, like, the circular glasses kind of recalled, like, sort of the World War II era or just before. Like, you think of, like, people who worked for the Manhattan Project, they looked a lot like him.
Hmm.
So I like the World War II callbacks that they're kind of doing subtly in some of the visual design are really, really cool, which they always sort of did for the Empire. The officers' uniforms for the Empire were very much, you know, Nazi inspired, SS inspired.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, a lot to like here. I like that one. That was good.
Okay. You know what? I like the episode, but it wasn't like it wasn't. Maybe it's the mood I'm in right now. I don't.
Yeah,
Could be. It's just like, huh, that was a good episode, and that's all I got to say.
yeah, kind of. I mean, I'm not coming out of it like super motivated to keep watching a whole bunch of the rest of it. Like, I kind of see what the plot's going to be now for probably a long time, and I'm not sure how excited I am about, you know, The eugenics wars.
Here's what I feel like this episode was.
Yeah.
Like, they're going... Okay, like, the first 3 episodes, well, actually, they got the passenger. He's looking for he's trying to find the Jedi.
Hmm.
In the last episode before this one, chapter 11, they like, the Jedi is here.
Hmm.
And he's like, I'm going to go there.
Yeah.
And then they're like, he's going to get there 1 episode too soon.
Yeah.
So they like wrote this episode.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. There is like a bit of clumsiness going on. And it's kind of been this whole season. Like it's starting, well, even with the beginning of the season, the first episode of the season, it has started to get that little scent of we didn't really plan how this all was going to work out before we started filming episodes. It is feeling that way this time around. The first season did not feel that way. First season was very well paced, very well structured, and like the links in the chain were of similar scope, and it all made sense, and it was just it worked. But this is not quite as polished, this whole season so far. And I know, like, the next several episodes have IMDb ratings of 7 billion, but I can't help but thinking that that's probably only going to be because this plot that we've just set up is going to happen, and it's going to happen, like there's going to be lots of action, and the good guys are going to win, and we can predict what's going to happen from here. And I that disappoints me at this point, particularly combined with the fact that this feels like they didn't do their homework entirely in planning it. Yeah, I think that's really it. That's how to articulate what I'm thinking, is that at this point I know what the rest of the series is going to be, more or less. I also know that they haven't really polished the plans to get us from the end of season 1 to that point. And so it's going to be awkward, and there's going to be holes in it, and things are going to fall through the cracks and seem unrealistic and be paced weird, and I'm not looking forward to having that experience again.
That being said, they have been like, this was a whole self-contained story.
Yes, and a lot of good here. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
So-
I'd rather have that problem in this show than have that problem in almost any other show.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Because they have strong characters, and they have very strong visuals, and they have very strong like subtle visual cues and music cues and things that are working well. Like, all the technical stuff is super, super strong. There's enough foundation that I still care about the people involved. I'm invested, but
Yeah.
I'm not in. I know I'm not going to be blown away by the rest of what I'm going to see. I know I'm going to watch it and be like, yeah, that's what I thought would happen. I wish they had cleaned this up and made this better. And damn, like I know that's what's going to happen at this point.
All right. Well,
So, but we'll do it anyway, and it'll be awesome.
good night, everybody. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.